What up? What up? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know I'm back on the mic, hosting again, baby. Christmas time. Jae Jones, drop that beat.
Drawing the keys on this shit now.
What up? What up, everybody? Y'all know who it is and what it is. It's the Man Cave Sports Podcast. It is me. I'm your host, Jae Jones, for this week. That's my homie, like no only G Money over there. What's happening with you, Shotty?
What's up? What's up, man? You got Rudolph the redhead G Money host out here.
Hey, well, I'm on my Grinch shit over here. My green is a little not as dark, but I hope y'all get the picture. And
Hey,
know what I'm
you
saying?
got the Santa hat on. You got the Santa hat on,
You
man.
know,
You rapping.
and I got the red cup, so
Hey,
but how
I
you
know.
feeling, man?
Hey, I'm feeling good, feeling good. It's almost Christmas time.
It's almost
Hey,
Christmas time, man. It's almost Christmas time. I hope this week I'm a little further along with my Christmas tree and gifts than I was last week. I got the tree up, got the decorations up,
okay,
got
okay.
some presents up under there. So I'm just
Christmas
waiting.
spirit flowing. Christmas spirit flowing.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready, man. How about you?
Hey, it's around the corner. We with you, man. We got some gifts wrapped. Shout out to the wife. She wraps them up, put them under the tree.
Hey,
You know,
shout out
it's
to the
definitely
wife.
feeling a lot like Christmas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed, man. Cool, cool, man. Well, it's Christmas holidays coming up, which means it's gonna be a lot of sports going on. But before we get into the sports topics, we definitely want to shout out and send our condolences to Franco Harris, who just recently passed away at the age of 72. He played running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers back in the 70s. According to his son, we do not, at the moment that I know of, do not know his cause of death. If you do not know who Franco Harris is, you might want to go look up what they call the Immaculate Catch, which is one. I'm
Exception.
sorry, the Immaculate Reception. Yeah, I'm sorry, my fault. Which is one of the most iconic plays in football, like forever. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't know who he is, look that up. It's ironic that they were getting ready to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the iconic Immaculate Reception, December 23rd, and they play the Raiders this week, where they were going to be retiring his number 32 jersey at halftime. So,
Yeah, that's crazy. The Steelers don't
yeah.
retire many jerseys either. So
Right. And I'm surprised that they waited this long to retire his jersey, because I mean he's just not he's not just known for that reception. He also had a hell of a career as well. So yeah, we want to send our condolences to his family and friends. It's crazy too, because he was just on a podcast with Cameron Hayward on Tuesday, and on Wednesday it was announced that he had passed away. So we want to send our condolences to him and his family. Also, Ronnie Hillman, running back for the Denver Broncos, just recently passed away as well at the age of 31. For those who may not be familiar with Hillman, he went to San Diego State, where he helped that team for the 2 years that he was there. He was drafted by the Denver Broncos in 2012, where he helped get the Broncos to the Super Bowl in 2014 and 15. He played with the Vikings, Chargers, as well as the Cowboys. Um, Hillman was diagnosed with cancer, and we lost him at the age of 31. So we want to send our condolences to him and his family as well. And last but not least, we want to send well wishes and prayers to Pele. Pele right now is in the hospital. He is battling cancer as well. Um, he's been dealing with it ever since battling with the respiratory infection. Pele is 82, and he's been undergoing chemotherapy since he had a colon tumor removed in September of 2021. So we want to send our prayers and well wishes to those three players, humans, um, you know, to their families and friends as well. So, um, yes. So, uh, with that going on, G, if you have any other remarks on any of those three players, you know,
Nah, you got it covered, man. Definitely. Shout
cool,
out, shout
cool.
out, shout out to number of things.
So with that being said, we did have sports last weekend, and it was some crazy things that popped off last weekend. So y'all know how we do it, how I do it. You know what I'm saying? We got some big deal or not questions we got to throw out here, and it starts with Jackson State. Jackson State lost the Celebration Bowl to North Carolina Central, um, making Deion Sanders' coaching record in the Celebration Bowl 0-2. G Money, is this a big deal or not?
For me, nah. He ain't the coach there no more. He's in Colorado. It don't. Hey, we talking past tense here now in Deion's life. You know, I mean, he did what he had to do, but that's past tense for me now. He's Colorado. He's moved on. It's whatever there. It sucks, but hey, it happens.
Yeah, most definitely. It wasn't a big deal. A lot of people made it a big deal because it was his last game. So a lot of people wanted to see him lose. I particularly wanted to see him win. I wish he could run it back because if y'all didn't watch the Celebration Bowl, it was a hell of a game. It went into overtime. It was high scoring. I mean, it gave everything you could ask for. And I definitely would like to see, those two teams or Jackson State with an opportunity to get back. And not to say that they won't because they got TC Taylor, but hopefully they can get back and go ahead and get that Celebration Bowl. If y'all don't know, Shador Sanders has already been accepted in the transfer portal to Colorado. Travis Hunter just as well just got accepted by Colorado.
He put a tweet out there trying to get his followers up. He said, if I get 100K YouTube subscribers, I'll tell y'all where I'm going to be next year.
Yeah. So he definitely got what he. Well, he made the announcement. I'm not sure if he got to 100,000. I'm sure he must have if he announced it. But I know it was
me and you. I give me 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I'll tell you where Shador Sanders going next year and everything. I'll tell you where I'm going next year too. Come on, let's get these followers up.
Hey man, get us to 100,000, man. You know what I'm saying? 613 Faye Productions, man. Get us there, and we definitely give you more than enough content, information, everything you need to know. So holla at us. And with that being said, let me do the social media drops because I jumped in too early. You can find us on YouTube at 613 Faye Productions. You can find us on Facebook at 613 Faye Productions. You can find us on Instagram at 613 Faye DMV. You can find us on Twitter at 613 Faye Productions as well. I jumped in too early, so wanted to shout that out.
We're not in the real studio, so we don't have that glass between us and the producer right there. So, but if he's on blank screen, we can't see him right now. If we could see his face right now, he's probably like, man, God damn, I told Jay to do his phone here. Like, come on, man.
Hey, exactly.
Hey, but
damn, man.
Shout out to a dude and Mike T, man. He's awesome. Hey, he's doing it for 613. So shout out to him.
Shout out to Mike. Cool, man. Just wrapping up the Celebration Bowl. You had Devius Richard as the MVP. I hope I said his name right. Khalil Baker as the defensive MVP. North Carolina Central again won. The tight end for Jackson State dropped the game time potential touchdown. Hayden Hagler. There was some clips going around where you seen Deion kind of trying to console him and talk to him. So shout out to North Carolina Central for winning that. Shout out to Jackson State too, man. It was a great game.
Deion being a motivator out there.
Got to, man. Got to. Love it, man. Love it. It's gonna be interesting to see what he do in Colorado, though, baby. Gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah. He gonna have money to get these players, so we're gonna see.
Yes, sir. All right, man. And with that being said, that same day on Saturday, the Indianapolis Colts blew the largest lead in NFL history to the Minnesota Vikings. They were up 33-0 at half and lost 39-36 in overtime.
Oh man.
Is this a big deal or not?
Yeah, this is a big deal. This is a real big deal. Like, and what's funny is it's the same guy, Matt Ryan, who also holds the record for the biggest Super Bowl choke of all time, 28-3. We all know what happened there with Brady. But I had to look into this further. You know, it's not only those two games that he holds the record.
G been doing his research. I got him too.
You know, so also he holds the largest NFC title game blown game as well. They were up 17-0 against the 49ers in 2013, which they also lost that game, if you don't know. And not only that, he went international on these folks. International. He also has the biggest international blown lead of all time for the NFL. He was up 21-0 against the Lions in 2014 in London.
Damn it.
Hey, I'm coming correct. Boom, 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 boom.
Damn. So is it just like a jinx of bad luck with Matt Ryan? Like, is he responsible for like these blown leads? Like, why is it all tied with Matt Ryan? Like, what is that about? Is it just like bad luck or what?
I'd like to think it's to those people that used to compare Matt Ryan to my man Tony Romo about losing games. Like, this is worse. This is worse. I'm sorry. This is worse. Matt Ryan is a choker, and he will be sitting the pine like we are doing, sitting here on our bottoms for this right now.
Yeah,
he ain't playing no more. He's benched.
Yeah, man. It's bad, man. Because I was like, man, at first I was like, man, I don't want to blame Matt Ryan completely. Because, right, you know, he's not on defense, right? And the defense, you know, but when I started looking like you did, looking into it, I was like, well, damn, like, it's kind of like, look like a duck, quack like a duck is shit. It's kind of like a duck. So I'm like, man, like, you know, I'm interested to go back and watch all of those games to kind of see, you know, like the type, you know, the Super Bowl, that's all we kind of know. You know, we know the play calling, they should have been running and they was throwing the ball and things like that. But I'm like, damn, Matt Ryan is attached to too many blown leads, man. Too many.
Yeah, I will say for this last blown lead, when you look at the numbers, Matt Ryan didn't get them up 33-0. Matt Ryan had one touchdown during this whole first half and everything while they're up 33-0. So he didn't do nothing to get them this lead. So I guess he didn't really blow it, maybe. You know, I don't know.
Matter of fact, Minnesota had 2 defensive touchdowns that were called back, which the game they shouldn't even been up 33-0. They may have been losing, but they may not have been down 33. But like, I'm like you, like Matt Ryan ain't really like, he wasn't blazing on fire, nothing either. So damn it, Matt Ryan.
Definitely not.
Now, what's your thoughts on Jeff Saturday? Because he's been catching a lot of heat too, you know, or you know.
You know, he does not have any coaching experience. Let's repeat that. He does not have any actual coaching experience in the NFL. So I mean, that first week, everybody was talking to town, but you know, you're gonna hit a wall sometimes. And
he hit that motherfucker. He hit it.
Hit that wall.
But so if you think if they had a coach with experience, they still may not, they may have won, or you think
we had a coaching experience in the beginning of the season and he was still losing games. So got this guy Matt Ryan giving up blown leads. He was not the answer. Carson Wentz was a better answer.
Oh, like Carson Wentz.
Yikes.
Damn it, Carson. Damn it, man. What? Kirk Cousins said, you like that? You like that? With his chains on. Man,
hey, he's responsible for like 2 of the biggest comebacks in the regular season. Obviously, against this guy is one of them.
Yeah, man. So that shit was crazy. Man. Minnesota has been.
That game was absolutely wild because I got Kirk Cousins in the league I'm in, and had like negative points first half, and he just went off the second half. So
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
believe me.
I was flipping back and forth. Well, I was watching the Jackson State game, and then I was like kind of keeping my eye on the Minnesota game. Hey, it's the Colts. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really want to watch the Colts. But I was
Yeah.
like, damn, they up 21-20, they're 33-0. Like, what's
Then it's
and then
like I ain't watching that no more, right?
yeah, well, I wasn't watching it to begin with, but then when but then when like I kept looking, I was like 30, 33-14, 30. I'm like, if these motherfuckers come back, and I think I almost tweeted it too, like, if these motherfuckers come back, man, like, it's gonna be something.
Crazy.
But hey, man, that shit's crazy. Fun times. We'll get more into week 15 because that was a crazy week altogether too. But moving on, the Arizona Cardinals are expected to move on from their current general manager, Steve Kime. I'm probably saying that wrong.
Something like that. Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they gave him a leave of absence from the team, but a lot of people close to the team, sources are telling me that that's it for Buddy. He's not coming back. They're gonna move on. At the current time, they have two men currently playing the general manager role. One is vice president of player personnel Quentin Harris, and the other is vice president of pro personnel Adrian Wilson. That name might sound familiar because he played with the Cardinals, played safety, and he was a beast. So with Steve Kim going out, is this a big deal, and is this going to have an effect possibly on Cliff Kingsbury?
I mean, it could have effect on him definitely because they're gonna get a new GM in there, and hey, he's gonna want to construct the team how he sees fit because that's what GMs do, and he's gonna make coaches work with what he put together sometimes. So now going back on Steve Kent, he's been with the team since '99, and he started as a regional scout person. So and he moved up through the ranks. That's crazy.
Wow.
All the way to GM.
Well, hey man, it was good while it lasted, buddy.
Hey, this ain't the first time he took a leave of absence from the team either. It's also had a DUI charge back in 2018. So he had to leave of absence for about 5 weeks.
Oh, that's right around the time where I think he got the new deal following that year as well. So yeah, if you don't know, him as well as Cliff Kingsbury both got contract extensions, and then a year or two later, Kyler Murray got his $230 million contract as well, and he is currently out for the remainder of the season, and most likely the beginning of the season with the torn ACL. So it should be interesting to see how they start off next year with their new general manager, if all is true. Yes. So
he'll be on the Call of Duty leaderboard soon, Kyler Murray.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't got no words no more, man. I'm done with Kyler right now, man. But I wish they would have kept the Hard Knocks rolling though, man. I'd have damn sure love to see this because it was already dramatic, but I mean this right here makes it 10 times better. So all right. Well, the Cardinals are 4-10, and they won't be in the playoffs, so that's why their general manager is on the hot seat. So moving on. If you blinked the eye, you missed it because this shit happened overnight. I remember going on my Twitter timeline at work, and I was like, first I seen Carlos Correra. The Giants were like, we're not going to introduce Carlos Correra yet. He's got like a medical concern. And I was like, and then it was like, next thing I know, I blinked the eye, and then he was signing with the Mets.
Yo.
If you haven't heard, Carlos Correra has signed a 12-year, $315 million deal with the New York Mets. Is this a big deal or not, G?
This is definitely a big deal. That's like he was in the door and he was out the door.
Damn.
And I know me and you both ain't happy he's joining the Mets at that because it's just Mets
at fucking all.
Oh, so the Mets are all in next year. So watch out.
Fuck them.
They got a lot of players there now.
Yeah, if you didn't know, just to kind of throw it out there, what the Mets have been spending in free agency, the Mets have spent approximately $806.1 million so far
Jesus.
in free agent off seasons this year. Um,
No salary cap. No salary cap.
Shit, I might go play with the Mets for real. I'm about to go get in the batting cage myself. They
What?
throwing bags out like that. But it has been reported that Carlos Correa will play third base with the Mets because that was something else. I was like, well, where the fuck is he gonna play? Because you just paid, you know. So
Lindor. Yeah.
Lindor, right, and he's another highest paid athlete. So they're spending money in New York, and Carlos Correa will be there, pending his his physical.
Yeah.
Pending that
Hey,
physical.
I'm
So
pretty sure they're like, yo. If he takes a half a year off, I don't care. We're gonna sign this guy. He's on with us now. You know.
yeah, I mean they shaved a year off, which means he got a little less money. But I think that probably played a part in why he got a little less money. I'm interested to hear what the medical. I want to hear from the Giants side, like what the medical concern was, because that was a huge piece for them to sign and they lost it just like that. I don't even think that they felt that they could lose a player like that. They was like, hold on, we're just gonna see
Hey,
what things look like. And the Mets was like, they was striking a deal with the Mets on the and behind the scenes. So
Randy Gregory, Cowboys to the Broncos. It's all about the fine print. That's where it's coming down to somewhere or another about that. Carlos Correa was like, look, I ain't doing messing around with y'all. Y'all need to fix this fine print or whatever. And they're like, oh, well, check your physical probably. It's like, oh, fine print. I'm out.
gone. Damn. Well, tough break. I'm not sure where the Giants go from here, but I definitely, as you just mentioned it, don't like it for the NL East, especially since we just lost Dansby Swanson to the Cubs. So, yeah, Braves, I got some work to do. Mets fans are happy. So, hey, we'll see how that works out, man. We'll see how that works out. I do know how one thing worked out, though, the motherfucking World Cup. If you did not watch the World Cup final match between Argentina and France, yo, you don't know what you missing. You gotta go YouTube that and go watch the highlights somehow, some way, because explaining it just doesn't do it justice. If you do not know, Messi in Argentina went ahead and won the FIFA 2022 World Cup against France. They defeated France 3-3, but 4-2 in penalty kicks. Messi received the Golden
Amazing.
Ball award, and Mbappe won the Golden Boot. So, and what's my man? M.A. Martinez won the Golden Glove for best goalkeeper. G, what were your thoughts on the World Cup?
Holy fucking shit. That was the greatest match, one of the greatest games of all sports. I don't care if you like soccer, you don't know anything about soccer. You watch this
Man,
game, you be like, oh my God, soccer is fucking amazing. Like
man.
the
Yeah.
way he batted, they would throw fucking haymakers at the end. Like they almost scored in extra time with the last 2 minutes on both sides of the field. It was absolutely amazing. The theatrics, the drama, Messi coming in with 2 goals. First goal, they're up 2-0. Then
Yeah.
Mbappe comes out with a hat trick. Comes out with a
Yeah.
hat trick.
Not just a hat trick. It was like in the 80th minute. Like it was like 13 minutes left in the game.
They're up losing 2-0, and he just back to back within 2 minutes. Like you said, 2 minutes, the 80th minute and the 81st minute. Bang, bang, Mbappe strikes, and it's a tie game. It goes into extra time.
Yeah,
And then
man.
who comes through? Oh, Messi coming through. Okay. Oh my God. 2 minutes left in the game. Mbappe gets a penalty kick and bang bang ties it.
Yeah, man. It was
It was amazing.
it was definitely a hell of a game, man. I was yelling and screaming, man. Like, France. I ain't gonna lie, man. France came out looking a little sluggish in
It
my
was real
opinion.
sluggish.
They looked sluggish for a while. Even in the second half, like they looked sluggish, and Mbappe, they got that penalty, and like you said, Mbappe capitalized off the penalty, and I was like, it jumps, it gave him
That
that
life.
fire. Yeah, it
Like,
gave him that life.
that second goal Mbappe scored.
Hey,
That
that was
was
some.
a fucking rocket. Oh my gosh. And the way he scored, just tap in the air. Wham!
Yeah, but the pass was fly too. The pass was fly. It was like like you said, like in basketball we would have said it was like a touch pass, like he was just just threw it, but he did it with his head. And man, the way that Mbappe let that kick off, man, let that score the goal, man, it just lived up to his name, man. And they got into overtime, extra time, and Mbappe scored the goal or the penalty kick, which gave him that. No, he scored another penalty, and then he scored the penalty kick. So he had 4 goals.
Yep.
So yeah, he was doing his thing.
Man.
That shit was, man, it was everything,
It was crazy.
You could have asked for.
Mbappe penalty kick. So they bring it up how it's basically a head game chess match with the goalie and the kick and the shooter every time. Mbappe's third time up there, he goes to the same exact spot for a third time in a row, left side of the post, and just drills it. Goalie ain't stopping it. Like that's kind of
yeah, because he had the one before. I think he went to the right. Each time Mbappe kicked the penalty kick, the goalie knew which way he was going to, but Mbappe was so skillful that he just got it past him, and that's just skill. So that shit was man, was fantastic. I loved it. I enjoyed it, man. It's crazy. All these games were on Saturday. Like, this World Cup was on Sunday.
But
so I take that back.
What made this perfect? It went all the way up to 12:58 p.m. and you watch one commercial and you have football. It was the most beautiful way. That's why it was even better game. It was
yes, sir.
It's like a Sunday right there.
Yeah, man. Definitely. That shit was fantastic. Just some fun facts from the World Cup. If y'all didn't know, there was 172 goals scored in the 2002 World Cup, which set an all-time new competition record, surprising 171 goals scored and 98 in 2014. There were 5 penalty shootouts at the 2022 World Cup. That's the most of any single edition in the history of the competition. As we mentioned,
like there's more penalty shootouts this year.
Yeah,
I love them. I know soccer players they hate when it goes down to it because they say it's just pure luck or whatever. But
yeah,
even though the way it ended in penalty kicks, the way they got to it was just amazing. Just scoring those goals. Like if it was 0-0 in penalty kicks,
but yeah, it was the way that was scored, and like you said, man, it was just the way they got to it, the last minute. I mean, even France, they had a chance to still score. I forgot who it was. He was one-on-one with the goalie, and the goalie blocked it. Made a hell of a play. So yeah, Argentina won the World Cup for a third time. They hadn't won it in 36 years, going back to 1986. And of course, you can't have a tournament without upsets. So, we had Croatia defeated Brazil, Japan defeated Spain, Morocco, the run that they were on, they defeated Spain. Japan defeated Germany, Australia defeated Denmark, South Korea defeated Portugal, and of course, the one that triggered all of this, Saudi Arabia, remember, beat Argentina, and everybody was going wild. Do we even remember that? Does that even...
People were like, we might be in trouble.
Yeah, it was talks that they might, So shout out to the World Cup, man. It was fucking phenomenal. I can't wait till 2026 to watch, watch the World Cup again.
We'll be here in the U.S. too.
It's all,
man. All on America's side. North America, South America, all their work. Central America.
Trying to get some tickets, man. And, hopefully we in that joint, you know what I'm saying, reporting live from the event. So that should be dope, man.
Okay. So this is Messi's last World Cup. If he goes down as the greatest for you, he's one of the only people. He is, I think, the only person who scored a goal in every knockout stage.
Yeah, he did.
World Cup.
Yep.
Which, I mean, That's clutch.
I mean, come on, man. This was all he needed. I mean, he was the GOAT, even if he didn't get it. But just to see that he did get it and he was acknowledged as the best player in the tournament. I mean, he was it wasn't like he was just kind of like coasting, like he was producing. So, you know, he was doing this thing, and I think it does cement him as definitely the GOAT. Um, and he mentioned that he still wants to continue to play for the National League. I think with national team for the next year or two. So he still wants to kind of
Did
play
say
with
that.
them. Yeah. So I don't. He of course he probably won't be in the World Cup like you mentioned because that's in 4 years. But I think for the next year or two he still wants to be a part of the national team. And you know what's crazy? Messi and Mbappe are teammates. Like once they finish, so after the World Cup, like they're teammates now. like
You always got one up on your teammate right there.
yeah,
Oh,
like that
I'm gonna
shit's
beat you in the
crazy.
World Cup.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I wonder how that locker room conversation is gonna go, man. Like, man, y'all, trash talking going on there.
My page is gonna be like, well, hey, I outscored you. I had 3 goals. You only had 2. Whatever.
Yeah, I did my thing, motherfucker. So, but yeah, man, definitely. If y'all didn't get a chance to watch the World Cup, man, the final game, check that out, man. It was definitely dope. You won't be, you
It's
will
gonna
be
win the
entertained.
ESPY. It's gonna win the ESPY.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that, man. Well, G, it's Christmas time. You got on a Christmas festivity. You got the Christmas thing going. I got the Santa hat. You got the Christmas sweater. You can't talk Christmas Day without a little bit of NBA basketball. And we got some basketball games coming on. Um, we got the Sixers and the Knicks. We got the Lakers and the Mavs, Bucks and Celtics, Grizzlies and the Warriors, and the Suns versus the Nuggets. Is there any game that you looking at in particular or that you look forward to seeing?
So I looked at the slate. I looked at the schedule. The one I'm most excited about everybody for there is the Bucks and Celtics. I think that's a huge one. That's a great matchup. Eastern Conference Finals right there. Possibly should be right the way these teams are playing. So that's a big game. See
Yeah.
how the teams compete this year. The one I'm least excited about right now is because my man Steph's out.
Yeah.
So Memphis and the Warriors. I'm least excited about that one. I mean, you get to see Ja on Christmas. That's a nice gift too.
Hey.
You know,
And speaking of
he's
Ja,
gonna put
I've
up.
been talking. Yeah, he can put up points, but he put a little message out there too. He was asked if there's anybody that he felt like was I'm paraphrasing it. If there was anybody he was what any team he was scared or nervous about, and he said the Celtics or something to that nature, and they said nobody in the West. He said, "Nah, I ain't worried about anybody in the West." So it should be
Okay.
it should be fun watching Memphis as it gets closer to the playoffs.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, Ja definitely said he ain't fearing nobody in the West. I'm more Celtics. So
Hey, you're gonna have to back that up because you're gonna have to go through my Pelicans soon.
yeah,
Zion's right there. He got picked ahead of you. Don't forget that, Ja.
yeah. And you know what's crazy? I was I wish they would have put the Pelicans on Christmas Day. I really do.
I don't think the NBA didn't know they were going to be like this year, even though they should have known something because the Pelicans made a run last year in the West. He just
yeah,
a little bit. New York gets in there because it's New York.
Yeah,
but they on fire lately. They've been on fire lately.
Yeah, they've been doing their thing. I think they was on the 6th, 7th game winning streak. So, but New York is always, New York and LA are always on the holiday slate schedule, and I kind of wish they weren't, but whatever. It's kind of like the Bears and y'all on Thanksgiving. It's kind of like y'all are on there, But I would have liked to see the Pelicans and the Suns. Just with the tension. I mean, I know that the NBA schedule makers didn't know that they would be, have this beef or this little rivalry going on, but it's definitely been fun to watch. They've been going back and forth at it, but I'm like you. the best game of this Christmas Day slate of games is the Bucks and the Celtics. Like you mentioned, Steph Curry's out for the Warriors. Anthony Davis is out for the Lakers. So we'll see how that goes and see. Maybe games
Hey,
will turn out good. I'm interested to watch Luca.
don't be mad at me, New York Knicks fans. I recognize y'all in the hunt, y'all in the playoffs right now, so y'all putting to do some work. So
yeah,
we deserve it, I guess, a little bit. Let me retract my statement. My bad, New York. But yeah,
man.
I agree, Luca, man. That's not bad.
Yeah, we get to watch Luca and we get to watch Joker. We last week we spoke about the top 5 players. We didn't mention Jokic, and I felt like Jokic watched the show and heard the show, and he took that shit personally because he came out and dropped a hellacious triple double.
Yeah, read that line. You got that line?
Hold on. Let me pull it up right quick because I know he had something crazy. It was
a
47 points.
27 rebounds. Was it?
Let me see. Yeah, it was something. So he had 40 points, 27 rebounds, 10 assists, and 2 steals. So Jokic, he said, you know what? I've taken that shit personally. He came to the arena in his business attire. He said he tired of how y'all lame ass motherfuckers are dressing in the NBA. He said, this is what I'm coming in. I'm coming in the suit because I'm out business. I heard Jae and G on the Man Cave, and he been delivering buckets.
We left you off, my man, Joe.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be watching Jokic on 10 o'clock on Christmas Day.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, yeah, you say everybody's gonna watch Joker. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna be up until 10:30 on the East Coast.
I'm gonna watch Joker. I'm gonna watch Jokic, man. I'm gonna watch Joker, man. So
hey, you tell me how he do.
Yeah, man. He better not bullshit me neither, man. Cause he be. I'm gonna let you know how that turns out. But yeah, man, that should be good, man. But I thought that shit was crazy. I said, damn, we left him off and he went off.
He definitely had a line. I mean, and they got the number three. No, not number 3, but Denver's got the number 1 record right now. He moved up because at first we were like number 3 behind the Pelicans and Grizz. So they got the number 1 record in the West too. So
yeah,
doing work out there.
Doing work. And some guys. I want to, like I said last week, you asked me about my top 5 NBA players. I want to ask you about some guys who we don't see, we haven't seen too much of yet. And I'm sure if these guys continue on the path that they're doing, they'll get there. But some of your top 5 NBA rookies this season.
Top 5 NBA rookies. So
yes, sir.
I looked this up because I ain't coming off the top of the head here, because I might miss a few guys. But top 5 in no particular order for me. I got the number one pick in the draft, Paolo Machado.
Yeah.
I mean, he's killing it right now. So I mean, how can you not have him in there? So that's my number 1. I'll give a rank for him. He's number 1. We'll put it that way. Everybody else, no particular order, but they up there.
Yeah, and he's Palo's also on board. They said he might even make the All-Star team this year. The way that he's going.
Yeah, the numbers he's putting up, I wouldn't be mad at it. But then I got Benedict Mathurin of Indiana Pacers.
Yeah,
I got Keegan Murray from the Kings. Who I thought would be up there anyways, but he's not doing as much as I thought he would be doing right now. But he's not doing bad for a rookie either. Then I got Jaden Ivey on the Pistons, and also Jabari Smith.
God damn it, G. We got the same people, yeah. Literally, man. Literally the same, almost damn near the same order. The only thing I switched, I had Jabari Smith Jr. at 4, and I had Jaden Ivey at 5.
Okay.
But I can't disagree with you. We had the same list. So it's another young cat from OKC. I think his name is Jalen Smith. Who's not too far.
Jalen
Williams, who's not too far behind. He's balling as well. But yeah, I got the same list, man. I got Palo, Benedict, Keegan Murray, Jabari Smith Jr., and Jaden Ivey. So
all right, let's move down a couple then, I guess. Who are your honorable mentions? Because this rookie class is actually doing pretty good this year in the NBA. So I got to give them those props. They're putting up points. They're doing good work. I mean, the Wizards rookie ain't doing. He's in the G League, I think, still. So that's just great draft picking from the Wizards. But
so I like the young man from Portland. What's his name? Something Sharp. I don't want to say his name wrong. It's like Shadon Sharp.
I seen it. I seen
number.
that.
I believe he's number 19, and he definitely has some putback dunks. I like him. Jalen Smith, as we just mentioned too, from OKC. I like those two guys right there. It's a cat in Utah that's balling too.
Walker Kessler.
Walker Kessler.
Center. Yeah. He just started the last couple games. He's having a good season. He don't lead the league in the blocks, but he leads all rookies by a lot. Like he's good. He gets almost averaging 2 blocks a game, pretty much. He's only averaging 6 and 6 for the season, but
man, the impact on the court though, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be putting up a rebound.
Yeah. Shaden Sharp. I think that's his name. Shaden Sharp. So that's what I want to say. Yeah, from the Blazers. Yeah. So yeah, those are my honorable mention rookies. Those guys are balling, man. Like we said, you don't really hear these guys' names too much because their teams aren't, where they need to be, but they got some.
Yeah,
there's only
two guys that we talked about, or 3 guys actually, since we talked about Walker, that have winning records for their team right now. That's Benedict III with the Pacers. Actually, they're only 500. So let me get they're 500, but they're actually doing pretty good. They're doing better than people thought. So give props out to the Pacers, and then Keegan Murray with the Kings. Kings. The young Kings out there, they're doing work. They are in the playoffs right now. Sacramento is looking like they're on top, getting back to that form again. I like this young cast out there in Sacramento.
Yeah. Hey, Wildcard Mara told us about him about 2 weeks ago when he came on here as well. So shout out to him for opening our eyes to that young Sacramento team out there. Yep. So like you said, they balling. So keep your eyes on those young rookies, and hopefully in due time you will see those gentlemen on Christmas Day as well in the near future with their squads, man. So we shall see how that goes. Moving along, let's recap this wild week 15 that we just witnessed, G. What are some of the games that caught your attention? I mean, we're probably gonna have the same games because we all watched week 15, but I should ask this question: what were your thoughts on week 15? Because there was some crazy shit that happened.
There was definitely some crazy stuff like that. The Vikings Colts game, that was absolutely insane. We already talked about that.
Yeah, that shit was.
Oh man, that was crazy. And then, man, fucking Jaguars come back on my Cowboys. Oh
yeah,
I didn't like that one bit. I didn't like that one fucking bit. Somebody else who gave up a big lead, Tom Brady. He's up 17-0 in the second quarter, and we ain't talking about him as much this week. I feel like that everybody across the U.S., all the analysts, they're not talking about him as much.
Because I think at this point we're just kind of tired of it. Like we they're bad. We know they're bad. Tom's not playing well. We know that. So it's like beating a dead horse at this point.
True.
So, but yeah, it's one game you ain't mentioned yet, and I'm waiting for you to mention.
All right, which one we talking about? I know we talked about Lions Jets last game being a good. That came down.
Matter of fact, you actually bet it. You put a bet on it, man. The Patriots and the Raiders.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
What was the bet?
I think you had the Patriots. I think you had the Patriots. I definitely had the Patriots.
I definitely had the Patriots.
And they were out there game tied, playing hot potato, and Chandler Jones got the pick and gave Mac Jones the stiff arm of his life.
Just tackle the guy, go down, rip his shirt, whatever you have to do. Don't let him just go to the end zone like that. That was a heartbreaking way to lose right there. That was crazy. And usually the Raiders are on the other end of this.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to figure out why. And of course, when they asked Bill Belichick, like, he was just like, yeah, well, it was like short and
We don't
typical Bill
practice that.
Belichick.
We don't
Yeah,
practice
like, but that shit was wild, man. The NFL was wild. Week 15, man. This shit was just beyond crazy, man. Um, what's in store for week 16? I mean, I ain't even mention this game. The Miami Buffalo game. They're throwing snowballs at the players and shit like that, man. Like
Yeah.
that shit was wild, man. Like, man, the NFL was NFL last week, bro. Woo. So
Definitely some big games out there. The Redskins lose Sunday night on some
yeah, we didn't talk about that one.
There's definitely some questionable calls there. We got the video of the ref telling Terry he's on the line and he's good. And then as soon as play goes,
I mean, bro, if y'all check out the ManCave sports group, you'll see there's a video posted where, like G said, Terry McLaurin is asking the referee, "Am I good on the line?" The referee's like, "Yeah." Soon as he said that, the ref starts reaching for his flag. Ball is hiked, flag is thrown. So it's kind of like he set him up damn near, if you depending on how you look at it. But it looked like, it didn't look right, and that potentially cost him the game.
And the last game of the play, the pass interference, man. The internet never loses, dude. They got that thing wrapped, looked like the Titanic picture in one joint. Then he got those guys jumping out of a plane, hugging each other I was like, oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm not even a Commanders fan.
Not at all.
And I felt bad. I was like, that's a hell of a way to lose, man. You lose on a shitty call, and then you lose off of a non-pass interference call, like a blatant pass interference call. Like, you see the ball in the air, and the guy like draped over him. Damn, it's unfortunate, man. Yeah, woo. Somebody got paid and somebody lost some money on that game right there, man. So, do you see week 16 lining up like this? And what games? We know what games you got lined up for week 16.
Might know one of them. You might know one of them.
But is there any other games?
Yeah, there's a couple big games I'm looking at this week. One, Giants and Vikings. We're gonna see if the Vikings are contenders, pretenders type thing. Like they just came back on the Colts, so give them props for that. But they also were down 33-0 on the Colts too at the same time. So
yeah,
we're gonna see what the Vikings are about with the Giants. Giants just came off that big win against the Redskins, so see if the contenders, pretenders as well. Shoot, that's a big one. Bengals. Who you think's going to Giants and Vikings?
Let's see. Let me see. I want to go Vikings, but Minnesota's favored by 4. So I'm gonna go Giants on that game. I'm gonna go with the Giants on that game. I got that as an upset.
I can't even go against you, Jay. I think everyone I picked against you last week I lost. So if I'm betting anything, I ain't saying that on live TV right now.
Hey man, this should be last week.
You went like 3-0 last week, but possibly I think because I went 0-3.
Man, yeah, all the picks I picked, you went against me. But man, you know how this shit is, man. This shit week to week, man. Like I've definitely been on 0-5 or 1-4 picking these games. This shit's just wild. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Giants on that game in particular, man. I got another upset too that I'm gonna give you as well.
I got another good game I like. Bengals Patriots. This playoff implications here. Patriots are now sitting outside looking in at 7-7, and the Bengals. Hey, I told y'all they're not supposed to be going to the playoffs this year. God damn it! Come on, Patriots. This is. I need y'all to make a statement game here, Patriots. Come back. Beat them. It's in New England. I think they got a chance. That could be a little upset too, right there for me.
Yeah, since he's only favored by 3.
Yeah.
So And just for y'all to know, a lot of the games will be on Saturday. You only have like 3 games on Christmas Day. So for all those out there, fantasy football managers, make sure you set your rosters Saturday morning before game time because most games are being aired on or being played on Christmas Eve.
Only 3 games are being played on Christmas Day. Only
Yeah,
three
and they
games.
could have probably kept all 3 of those,
And
but
only
yeah,
one game I want to see possibly.
yeah.
Packers and Dolphins. Packers and Dolphins. I think that's this is somebody stomp on Aaron Rodgers while he's down. Do not let him resuscitate and give the
Well,
Packers heart to heart, life to life, with mouth to mouth. I'm fumbling all that. Don't let them resuscitate this team, the Packers, because I don't want to see the Packers in the playoffs because I hate Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. And we can't.
and
Oh,
yeah, man.
I don't want it.
And I think it's a must. I honestly think it's a must-win game for the Dolphins, man. Like
Yeah,
they've been going downhill, and they need this game, man. They're favored by 4. They're at home. Right now the Jets are losing to Jacksonville, so that might work in Miami's favor. But Miami needs to win this because they're limping into the playoffs too. So
yeah.
okay, all right, cool. Um, yeah, I'm interested to see the Commanders and the 49ers.
Ooh, okay.
That's I think
That is that. Those are both playoff teams right now, so it should be a good
yeah.
game.
And Chase Young has been officially announced that he will be back for that game. So I'm interested to see that. See how that is. Your boy Makai
Michael,
Parsons, Michael Parsons.
Tyson.
I'm tripping, man. Do say he's been he was talking a little earlier in the week about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is out, so Cowboy fans ain't trying to hear that shit because the last time y'all played, Dak was out. So y'all ain't trying to hear that noise neither. But I think the Texans might upset my squad, bruh. There's a lot of injuries this week. Tannehill is out.
Tannehill is out. Like he said,
He's out.
he came back and played, and they're saying it's an ACL possibly.
Yeah,
So
so
he
he's
came back on
out.
the field and played. That's crazy.
It's a few other players that are out. Huge names that are out too. Jalen Hurts is out as well. So keep an eye on your rosters for your fantasy rosters. So, but yeah, I wish Jalen Hurts was playing because I guess it's still gonna be a good game. Gardner Minshew.
Right.
I do want to get your thoughts on Dak Prescott because he's been in the media this week, taking a lot of criticism for the interception and the loss that y'all had to Jacksonville. So last week you let me rant about my team, so I'm gonna give you the floor and let you rant about everything Cowboy related.
Okay. So fine print first. I love Dak Prescott. All right. But let's get serious here. I got to say that I'm a Cowboys fan. I got to support my quarterback no matter what. But if y'all listen to me any other time before this, I've been said he's a great game manager. He's a great game manager, and he's not a gunslinger that he's getting paid to be. But he works well in our offense. He does good things for our offense, but he's never showed me all of that stuff in the past. But I support him. He's a winner, and I think he can still get the job done there. But we just need it's a team game with Dak out there. So, and that last pick don't even come back on Dak. Like Dak didn't have a terrible game, but he didn't have a great game either. He's tried to make some drives at the last couple games, but he's not. Just get the offense other than just Dak. I was ranting too much there.
All right. It's all good, man. It happens, man.
But I got the Cowboys whooping that ass that Philly ass. Let's go.
Hey man, just on another note, man, Zach Wilson is no longer in the game if you were watching the Jets, and Jaguars game. So is this it for Zach Wilson, man?
Oh man, that's it for my parlay tonight. That's for sure. Shit. But yeah, this was definitely his last like try out, if you call that, or it, to show out, see what he can do, because he got the talent. We know he got the talent around him where all you got to do is not fucking turn the ball over and make good passes. That you're an NFL quarterback. That's what you're supposed to do.
True indeed, man. I'm looking forward to just watching my boy Malik Willis, man. I'm looking to see he's gonna get the start, and hopefully they said he looks a little bit better than what he did the last time he started. So I'm looking forward to see.
That's not hard to do, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's not. He did well. The Kansas City game.
You wake up, take a shower. You should be looking better.
Hey, don't do that, man. My man Malik gonna come in there. He gonna shake and bake, man. But yeah, I'm interested to see that. I don't got too much stock in Tennessee. If you looked at our injury list, it's out the ass. So, week 16 should be fun. It should be great. Coming down to that playoff push, man. It's shaping up kind of how we thought it would.
We talked playoffs last week, and hey, you said the Titans might be going down, and hey, Jaguars is pouncing right now.
I told y'all, man. They win this. Which they probably will, and we lose, and then we got y'all on Thursday night.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see, man. I need Derrick Henry to come through for me on my fantasy league because I did advance in my fantasy football league. So
that's what's up. Yeah. You in the what? How many 1-7 final?
Yeah, it's 2. So I'm in the second round, and I think after the second round, I think I'm in the finals. I think.
Okay.
So I got Derrick Henry in both leagues. I got Nick Chubb, so I need them to come through. So
you're gonna be nice. I'm gonna talk about one of them later. That's for sure.
All right. So, but shit, man. I did skip a topic though. Did you have anything NFL related that you wanted to mention, or any bets, parlays that you wanted to do?
So this week I ain't picking teams because I went 0-3 last week, so I'm switching it up this week. We're doing some props. We're doing some prop betting out here. So these are some things that you can just add to the team that you pick in the same game parlay to increase the juice, as they say, make a bigger payday type stuff. So you go click same game parlay, pick Zeke Elliott anytime touchdown for whatever team you think going to win against with the Cowboys, Eagles, because Zeke is scoring this week. And if you feel it really balling, two touchdowns for Zeke plus 500. That's 5 times your money right there. And I think Zeke comes through this week, at least for the anytime touchdown for sure. The other guy, your boy Derrick Henry. I don't know the rushing yards prop yet, but whatever his rushing yards is, bet the over, because he's gonna be having a big game this week over there against the Houston, the worst rush defense in the league. So
last game he had 200 against them. So I can use that again. That 202 touchdowns, I can use that.
Be ready for a big game.
So yeah, man, this should be. That's not a bad bet right there, man. I'm gonna see if I can follow this up, man. I'll probably take an L this week, but I'm gonna go ahead. I took the Giants over the Vikings, and I'm taking the Texans over the Titans. I'm praying that the shit does not happen, but I'm definitely
you had Jay's Texan bet and Derrick Henry parlayed in that same game. You're gonna have a nice money line cash check out there.
Just cash at me, man. Cash at the ManCave Sports Podcast group, man. We just give me some props, man. That's all I ask. Man. I don't ask for too much. So, yeah, man. Those are only 2 teams I'm going with betting wise, this week. That so far. I think that Bengals Patriots, that has a potential upset, like you said as well, G. So I'm gonna go with the Panthers as well. So I'm going Panthers, Giants, Texans. The Panthers got the Lions. So yeah, man. That's
I like it.
Week 16, man. We're almost down to the wire. If y'all are going to the games, I know some of these games are supposed to be brick cold outside, so make sure y'all bundle up. Um, be safe out there and enjoy them games, man. With that being said, like I said, I did have one topic I skipped over it. G, I meant to ask you. Um, the NBA is rumors that Trey Young and Zach LaVine could be traded by the middle of the season or the end of the season, man. What's your thoughts? I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Oh, I did see. I was looking through tweets the other day. I did see a tweet about Zach Levine and how he's not as welcomed or not as liked, I guess they would say, in the Chicago Bulls team organization, whatever you might say, kind of thing. Where that's not a good thing if you one of the highest paid players on that team and people don't like you there as much. So that's not a good circumstance for that cat.
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean,
This
I know.
is
I feel like he was upset earlier in the season too because he wasn't getting the playing time he thought he should have got. So I think that's just you know standoff right there when you got the highest paid player and you don't think he's playing as much as he should be. That could just start like diva stuff right there. We're gonna see what Zach's talking about at some point as well.
yeah. So he's trying to get it. They say he's trying to force his way to LA, the Lakers, that is. So
Oh man.
I don't know if that's the team to force your way to, but hey, by all means, my man, do your thing.
He's
But
averaging 21, 4 right now. So I mean, it's not having a terrible season right now, but it's definitely not as much as he's had in the past either, where he was averaging
yeah.
24, 27, 25 and stuff. So
Well, be on the lookout too, because they said the Bulls might be tanking for Victor Wam, but I can't never say his name.
Ramakanya or something like
Yes,
that.
something to the yeah. I apologize, but I can't say I'm not good with with that name. But they because DeMar DeRozan might be expected to leave too at the end of the season as well. So that Bulls team might be breaking up something bad. The Hawks team might be breaking up something bad too because they're trying to trade John Collins. Trey Young might be trying to force his way out of Atlanta as well.
That'd
So
be bad for Atlanta, that's for sure.
yeah. So I don't know. It's something to keep your eye on. It's rumors are rumors, but something to keep your eye on moving forward, man. Um, and shit, man. That's it, man. And enjoy that Christmas, bro. That's all I got for you, man.
All right, all right. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody out there. By the time you hear us, you can find me at G Money
Hey,
Caveman on Twitter. Check out. I might have a blue check on me this week. You better watch that.
okay.
Check me out.
Check them out. G Money. Yeah, man. Again, well, y'all can. I didn't say this at the beginning. I was slacking. But y'all can find me at Jae Jones on IG, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. We out there, talking, tweeting, doing my thing, whatever. Again, y'all can find me, G, on Thee ManCave Sports, Thee ManCave Sports Group on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Check us out. We constantly posting content, bets, anything sports related that's going on. We posting it. We love your interaction. Keep coming through. Thank you for all of those who do participate in our sports group.
Yeah, we had a good conversation about the NBA top 5 from the previous week. So that
yeah.
Other top 5s out there, and it was a little bit different than ours, some of them. So
yeah, and we love it. We understand. We ain't perfect, but we enjoy the discussion as long as it's not disrespectful. We cool with it. Yeah. So and G, we gonna have to keep the top 5s going. We're gonna have to do top 5, top 10 lists. So we're gonna keep that going as well.
Let's do top 5, top 10. Too much to think about sometimes, man.
All right, that works.
Keep it simple for me.
Okay, cool. So again, y'all can find us on 613 Faye Productions on YouTube. Y'all can find us on Apple and Spotify. You can find us on Facebook at 613 Faye Productions. You can find us on IG at 613 Faye DMV. DMV. You can find us on Twitter at 613 Faye Productions as well. Check us out, man. Hey, have a Merry Christmas. Hope you got everything, man. Stay away from that eggnog. You know what I'm saying? This is the Man Cave Sports Podcast. We are out. Happy holidays. Close the door on y'all asses.
Santa Claus is coming to town.